It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talks Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. I welcome the podcast where me, the Captain, talks about movies, TV, sports, flicks, anything you can see on the two-word screen. I like to get on here, give my unique perspective, because after 48 years of being on planet Earth, I have developed a unique perspective about these movie, TV, sports, and flicks. And I'd like to tell you about it. Because just maybe you care. And according to the stats, it looks like you do care. I want to give a big shout out to South Sudan. Got some plays over in South Sudan this past week. Gracias, gratitude, toda rabah. In South Sudan, I know there's a lot going on over there. There's a lot of conflict, a lot happening. I hope you're safe, whoever listens to this. I wish you guys peace. I hope you find a solution to all that conflict happening over there. But I do greatly appreciate that in the times you guys are in, that you did listen to this podcast. Thank you very much. Very appreciate it. Be safe out there. So thanks for listening. God says gratitude. And just FYI, back in the day with school radio DJ, but never got a job. I think I never got a job because I just didn't have the awareness. If I would have had just a little more awareness, then maybe that would enable me to become a radio DJ. But I didn't. That's what allowed me to become the greatest podcaster in the Matrix. Something to debate might be true, might not be true. But I said it on the internet. So it's gotta be true, right? Because everything on the internet is facts, not facts, true, false, propaganda, fake news, the Matrix, hats, shoes, socks, underwear, jackets. I don't know. I didn't make the internet. Ask the people that made the internet. So when you're online, just beware, just watch out. Anyways, I could be hard label to won't. Let's get right to the podcast. But first, a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, do you drink root beer? Well, if you do, recording artist Sun Tzu Cosmic has dropped the song called Root Beer. Because one of Sun Tzu Cosmic's favorite things to drink is root beer. So he made a song about it in his unique way of rhyming. Cosmic raps, as he like to say. The spitter of cosmic raps and the lover of hot fries now has done the song called Root Beer. So if you want to hear a song all about root beer, check out the song Root Beer by Sun Tzu Cosmic. I'll put the link below. Now, let's get on with the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back again. And we are now 7 days into the year 2024. Have you took action? Have you thought how you want to move in this year? Are you trying to achieve greatness? Maybe you are, maybe you're not. I know though, there's a lot of people moving in that direction. Now, do you want to succeed or do you want to stay where you're at? Choice is yours. Now, if you're very happy and comfortable where you're at, keep doing your own thing. Keep living your life. Keep enjoying your vibes, bro. But if you're not content and you want to change your life, then first change your thoughts and then change your actions and do this habitually. And your life just might change. And by the end of 2024, if you start now, your life could be significantly better than it is now. I don't know. Do you want to do that? Maybe do, maybe don't. Doesn't matter. Choice is yours. But no matter what you want to do, I am here to podcast and talk about movies, TV, sports, and flicks, and anything you can see on the tube in an attempt to expand minds, to raise awareness, to think differently, to explore the infinite possibilities of existence. And this week, I got to see the movie called Fair Game, starring the one and only Cindy Crawford. You know what Cindy Crawford is? You probably do. She's a very, very, very beautiful woman. Yeah, I watched that this week. It's from 1995, co-starring William Baldwin. So yes, I got to see that this week. Now before I get into that, a couple things. First of all, there will be spoilers. And second of all, I do own some shares in Warner Brothers Discovery. I just want to be clear and transparent to let you know that. Now I told you that, let's get into Fair Game. I'm just going to say this from the jump. This movie was absolute madness. I'm not exaggerating. As I'm watching the show, there was many moments in the film. I'm eating my popcorn, I'm laying on the couch, I'm all cozy, chilling, and I'm yelling at the screen, this is madness, like for real, it's not a fake or made up. I said that multiple times in the film, because there was just crazy amounts of action happening, gratuitous action happening, 90s style, bro. I've not seen a 90s film for a while, it's been a while, and I miss just how crazy and gratuitous the action can get in a 90s flick. 2023 films are not really getting made like this. It's a whole different vibe, bro. And I like those vibes. I came up in those vibes. I missed those vibes. And it was lovely. I was here for it. It was absolute madness. Now on this maddening journey, we got to be accompanied by the one and only Cindy Crawford. You know that model? You remember her, that model from back in the day? I mean, she still would be a model now. Maybe she is, maybe she's not. But she was a model way back in the day. One of the most striking, beautiful models you might have seen. Although she's fine, bro. I still think she's fine. But anyways, I got to see a movie starring her. And in this movie, she's getting chased, hunted down by the one and only KGB, bro. Believe it or not, this is kind of sort of a spy flick in a way. Now, you know I love spy flicks. I'm on a never-ending mission to see every spy movie, every spy TV show, read every spy book, see every spy documentary, just to see everything to do with spies. And going into this, I didn't know the KGB was going to be in it. And I was pleasantly surprised. I'm going to go ahead and call this a spy movie. I'm going to just say Cindy Crawford starred in a spy movie. Yeah, I think so. Not only was it a spy movie, but it starred sexy, fine Cindy Crawford. And I just got to look at her the whole movie. I mean, it's wonderful. And the action was absolute madness. It was fantastic. Now, what I do want to say is that this particular movie was rated pretty low on Rotten Tomatoes. Low? You watched the same thing I'm watching? When I was watching this, I thought it was absolutely great. Now, to be fair, going into it, I thought it was going to absolutely suck. Now, I don't know how I didn't see it in the 90s, because when this came out in 95, I was 19 years old. I went to the movie theaters a lot. I think I didn't see it because back then the critics talked bad about it. And me, being the naive dude I was, listening to the critics. All the critics said it sucked. I ain't going to see that. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. And I just never saw it. I never saw it on home video. I never watched it on TV. I just never got a chance to see it. And I'm scrolling Amazon last night. This pops up like, I always wanted to see that movie, Cindy Crawford, and I never seen it. And so I'm going to watch it today. And I watched it. And I loved it. And I would say that the critics' tomato scores are absolutely wrong. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. I loved it. They don't make them like this no more. So anyways, a fun ride. If you want a fun, action-packed ride with a very wonderful, lovely lady leading the movie, check it out. Yeah, very cool. And additionally, side note, back in the day, when I was a younger person, teenager, and I was dating, I dated a lady that kind of looked like Cindy Crawford. A lot of people told her this. They said, you look like Cindy Crawford. So I kind of dated Cindy Crawford in a weird way. I'm serious. They said she looked like Cindy Crawford. I dated her. Did I kind of date Cindy Crawford in a strange, weird, crazy, mirror universe type way? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. But who knows? I don't know. The universe is a weird place. But yeah, that happened. So before I sign off, I do want to get into one particular thing about the movie. So I did notice in this movie, and I believe this is probably true. I didn't look it up. But I think that in this movie, everything was practical. And when I mean practical, I mean there was no CGI. So all the stunts, all the action was all practical with real people and no fancy computer CGI. I'm pretty sure that's true. Maybe it's not. But from looking at the movie, it looks like there was no CGI in it. I could be wrong. But I think there is none. And that's what I loved about it so much. That's what's so different from the movies that come out now. Almost every movie you see now has got this very, very hyper stylized action with tons of over-the-top action sequences that use so much CGI. So you know it's not real. Half the stuff you see is just not real. You know it's not real. It's all CGI. And that's fine. It's fun. It's entertaining. But there's nothing like seeing good old practical special effects where it's real stuff, real people with real stuff happening. Right? It's just something about that I really like, and it's kind of nice to see that again. Because like everything you watch now, if it's the big productions, they got so much CGI all up in them. And unless you're like Tom Cruise and you're really jumping out of planes, they do real stuff. But a lot of the stuff we see, everything, it's just all these fancy CGI stuff. And that's great. They're enjoyable. But I'll be honest, it's kind of getting old. Maybe that's why a lot of the movies didn't do that well last year. Because maybe people are just getting tired of all this over-the-top special effects, ridiculously fake stuff. Now, I'm not knocking them. I do enjoy them, like I said earlier. But that can't be all we see. What happened to just good old practical special effects? I don't just, for some reason, the older movies, pre-CGI, just a lot of times just feel more real. Like grounded in reality, more real. And these CGI productions just don't. And maybe someday they can get the CGI to look exactly like real life. But until we get there, they just don't have the same oomph that these older movies have with pre-CGI. So yeah, that's what I really liked about Fair Game. So I thought Fair Game was fun, enjoyable, a lot of action with practical effects. At least I think they're practical effects. There could be CGI because I think CGI was starting to come out in that time period. But I suspect not. I'm pretty sure it was all practical. I'll have to look that up. But anyways, even if this particular movie didn't have all practical, I have seen older movies from back in the day that I know had no CGI. And those are absolutely phenomenal. It's just a whole different vibe. So if you're a young person and you don't watch movies younger than your age, now I know people born in 2000. I talk to these people quite a bit. Believe it or not, I talk to a lot of young people. And I'm gonna have to ask them next time I see them, like, do you ever watch movies before you were born? Because they might not. They might just watch all CGI stuff. It's very possible. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're younger and you only watch stuff since you were born and newer, you might want to check some of these things I saw when I was a kid. I was younger. 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s. No CGI, bro. They didn't use that stuff. Whole different vibe, bro. The movie just got a whole different vibe. So if you want to experience something that you might not be used to, check out Fair Game. A beautiful woman from the 90s. A model, supermodel. Action-packed. Madness. Absolute madness with action scenes. Like I said, I was yelling at the screen. This is absolute madness. I loved it. I'll be honest, I loved it. I don't care what the critics say. I don't care about no tomatoes. I don't care about no carrots. Is there a carrot ranking system? There probably is. Or cupcakes. Or however you rank these things. Slime, tomatoes, carrots, crowns, thumbs up, whatever. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about Metacritic, critic, none of that. Who cares? I liked it. It was good. So if you don't care what critics say, you just want to watch something and judge for yourself, check it out. You might like it. I think you will. Just go into it, with low expectations, and you come out like, bro, this is actually pretty interesting. And I got to see a very beautiful woman for a couple hours. And you know what? The captain dated someone like that. Good for the captain. So anyways, thanks for listening. I appreciate it, guys. It's gratitude. And until next time, we'll see you. High achievement always takes place in the framework of high expectation. Jack Kinder. Until next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.